Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon. I'd like to buy the world a Coke Perna because Pepsi keeps on causing problems. Pepsi wants to see the world burn. Today, we've got headlines from the first full weekend of preseason action, including a housewarming fight in Sofi Stadium, Tim Tebow's blocking woes, and the god-awful taunting rules. That was me dry heaving because after seeing the taunting emphasis, it's gonna be a disaster. Then I will rank the rookie quarterback debuts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rank them and try not to get depressed about Justin Fields in the process. The good news for me is that Drew Lock looked very good, but the real story is that the Broncos have forced center Lloyd Cushenberry to convert to receiver, as this photo suggests. That's good sports. You can do it if you want. Shout out to the Wave Junkies. You might notice some new music under the videos, and the Wave Junkies made that shit for me. Just straight up offered to make me some music, so Wave Junkies, they're on Twitter, they're on YouTube, check them out. Freaking awesome that fans are making me music. Today's episode is sponsored by HelloFresh and their Taste of Summer series. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code That'sGoodSports14 to get 14 free meals plus free shipping. Right now, HelloFresh has an amazing selection of chef-curated barbecue bundles so you can keep the grill going all summer long. My life, with football starting, has me juggling way too many things to worry about finding dinner at the store. I simply don't have the time to do that, so I rely on HelloFresh like a quarterback relies on his center to deliver the goods. A bad snap could lead to a safety, and I take safety seriously, as you can see with my chic onion glasses. I now have dietary restrictions as well because my body hates me. But with HelloFresh, they provide low-cal, carb-smart, vegetarian, and pescatarian options. With HelloFresh, food is delivered right to my door, packaged in recyclable and or already recycled material, and I can choose between 50 menu items each week, with easy-to-follow 5-star recipes that take about 30 minutes to prepare. So again, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code That'sGoodSports14 for 14 free meals plus free shipping. Onion glasses not included. Starting with Ron Rivera, who literally had the headline of the week. He said, "You got some, quite frankly, fucking assholes that are putting a bunch of misinformation out there." He, of course, was referring to Bears fans who said Justin Fields played perfectly. Los Angeles fans finally got the chance to break in SoFi Stadium, a $5 billion palace specifically designed for the malice. A fan fight broke out, sparked by this demon woman chucking a full Pepsi from the back row. She is 100% the polar opposite of Kendall Jenner in that Pepsi commercial. Wait, no. Let's use the worst meme right now. My fall plans, the Delta variant. Now, if you want to see that full fight, you can look at my Twitter account, @BrandonPerna. YouTube gets weird if you show that shit, so I kinda edited around it, but you get the point. Fans are stupid. Ravens quarterback Trace McSorley will miss the rest of the preseason with a back injury. No surprise for a guy who literally has the word sore in his name. Of course, a McSorley is what I call my rectum after binging McDonald's. Willie Beavers is getting a chance to make the Falcons roster. I am using this opportunity to formally apologize for not talking about a man named Willie Beavers every week on this show. His name literally translates to penis, hairy vagina. Future Hall of Fame tackle Jason Peters signed with the Bears. Jason Peters is 39 years old and played the last 12 years in Philly. And I would never offend a giant man like Peter, so all I will say is this is a great pickup for the Bears. Quarterback Nathan Peterman threw 39 fucking passes for the Raiders against the Seahawks. And not one was intercepted. John Gruden is hell-bent on making sure his pre-draft analysis is correct. Tim Tebow, just like Bob Saget this morning, is apologizing for his bad blocking. Saget apologized for blocking too many trolls on Twitter, something I know very little about, and Tim Tebow was thoroughly roasted this weekend on Twitter for his poor attempt at a block where he forgets his arms. He just forgets he has them. But it didn't stop there. The internet posted 2 more missed blocks by Tebow. Is Tim Tebow the worst blocking quarterback turned tight end we've ever seen? Probably. Now, we were dosed with our first injection of the NFL taunting penalty emphasis, and all it did, the only consequence, was it ruined a truly amazing play by Benny LeMay. Benny LeMay carries an entire defense on his back for an impressive gain and first down, then flexes and shakes his head a little bit. And this pompous ref flags him for taunting. I hate this penalty, and I hate the way this ref throws the flag. It's like, do you gotta be such a dick when you throw that flag? This taunting penalty was so atrocious that the No Fun League was trending on Twitter. If you want to flag the Colts, throw one on Jim Irsay for rooting for preseason injuries.
Go injuries.
I'm sorry, the edit really didn't work there. It sounded better in my head. Anyway, the No Fun League was trending in preseason. Imagine what will happen if this BS continues in a real game.
Go injuries.
You have about 3 weeks to fix this, NFL, and everyone complained. But if we know anything about the NFL, they will ignore what the fans want here and maybe address this in 2 to 3 years. And those are your NFL headlines. All right, ranking the rookie quarterbacks. Let's start at the bottom. And this is gonna piss off 49ers fans, but it's Trey Lance. Power ranking of 5. He went 5 of 14 for 128 yards, 1 TD, 4 sacks, and 93.7 rating. Trey Lance, the number 3 overall pick, made a big splash in the first quarter, tossing an 80-yard touchdown on the second drive of the game. Unfortunately, that was one of only 5 completions for Lance on 14 attempts. Nobody's talking about that. He also took 4 sacks, looking a little lost every time the Chiefs blitzed. Ultimately, though, that 80-yarder is the one highlight everyone is going to focus on, and rightfully so. It's a great play. That 80-yard tug was a Shanahan special dating back to old Mike. Play action, naked boot, throw back across the field. That brings back fond memories for me. But Trey Lance is last in my power rankings, all right? He did have a great pass dropped, but also had some passes that were way off target. And to be fair to Trey Lance, the Chiefs sat just 11 players in this game, 3rd fewest for week 1 of preseason, so I think Lance may have faced the toughest competition. Coming in the rank of power at 4, the 4th ranked, Trevor Lawrence. 6 of 9, 71 yards, 1 fumble, 2 sacks, and 90.5 rating. As you saw, the Jags sat the fewest players, so in theory, Trevor Lawrence should have played the best. Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson had nearly identical stat lines. Only Lawrence was sacked a couple times and fumbled near his own end zone, though he made a nice play recovering his own fumble. Dan Jones. He did make a couple of impressive throws, converting on 3rd and 9 and hitting on a deep ball to Marvin Jones. This was on the opening series after he had taken the sack, so you like to see the young QB bounce back and target Marvin Jones after a bad play, and Jones, I think, is going to become Trevor Lawrence's go-to guy in tough situations. Lawrence looked really good when he had a clean pocket, but struggled a little when he had rushers in his face. Rushers in his face is something he will have to get used to this season, which is why I'm going to put him here at 4 in the power rankings. I think he will be better than Zach Wilson, but I'm concerned about the Jags line. Zach Wilson, ranked 3. 6 of 9, 63 yards, and 86.8 rating. All the talk about Zach Wilson was how bad, how terrible he had been during training camp. So for him to come out, look under control, I thought that was huge for the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Zach Wilson targeted Corey Davis early, converting a nice 3rd and 6 on his first drive before hitting a 3rd and 9 later in the first quarter. Thought the 3rd and 9 was his best play. Overall, though, he looked confident in the pocket and threw with really nice zip against a tough Giant secondary. Nothing spectacular, but I'm sure Jets fans will take confidence this season. Speaking of QB Jones, I put Mac Jones at 2. 13 for 19, 87 yards, 1 sack, 78.2 rating. Mac Jones was the first rookie quarterback to take the field this week and performed well enough, in my opinion, for the Patriots and for their fans to, forget about Tom Brady forever. Maybe that's a stretch, but Jones looked accurate and made one of the best throws any rookie made this week. The only problem was it was incomplete. Jones might be in for a rude awakening going from his Alabama wide receivers to New England's, but he looked decisive and maneuvered in the pocket well in his debut. Fuck it. Time to forget about Tom Brady forever. Come on, Mac Jones. McCorkle. Which leaves Justin Fields at number 1. 14 of 20, 142 yards, 1 touchdown, 106.7 rating, 5 carries, 33 yards, 1 TD, 1 fumble. Oh, fuck me. Do we really have to talk about Justin Fields looking good? If you were checking Twitter, Justin Fields has already been inducted into the Hall of Fame. I will say he did his job against Miami's 3rd and 4th stringers, which is all you can ask for. Fields struggled on his first 2 drives, fumbling early on, but gained confidence into the second half, running and throwing for a touchdown. I'm not sure if this is his best throw, but my favorite Fields play was this 3rd and 9. All of the quarterbacks on this list had a 3rd and 9 conversion, which you like to see from rookies. But what I like here is that Justin Fields uses his legs, and once he sees that the defender peels off his coverage and is coming for Fields, he dumps the ball off. That's a pro move. Always keeping your eyes downfield while being a threat to run. That's a pro play. Also, the Bears may have found a baller in receiver Rodney Adams. He had a handful of really impressive plays. Fields is also faster on the field than I thought. His legs will make him the best rookie early, I think, but unlike a lot of rookie quarterbacks who lean on their legs to make plays, it appears Fields is always looking to throw first. Luckily, as good as Justin Fields looked late in the game, Patrick Surtain looked just as good, if not better, on top of a great Drew Lock performance, which made me feel okay for Bears fans and Justin Fields for the time being. Yeah, so Justin Fields number 1 on the rookie power rankings. There are 2 more quarterbacks I want to talk about. Technically not rookies, so I didn't put him in the ranks. But we're going to talk about Jordan Love and Jacob Eason, who will get my Benchwarmer Brew Player of the Week honors. BenchwarmerBrew.com. It is my personal coffee brand. So you want those sweet bean juices for your mouth? BenchwarmerBrew.com. That's how you sell coffee, ladies and gentlemen. But Love and Eason will be riding the bench all season. But damn, both actually look pretty good. Maybe better than everybody on the list. Jacob Eason, he received a 94.5 Pro Football Focus grade, highest for all rookies. He went 15 of 21 for 183 yards, but no tutties. That's great news for Colts fans because the chances of Carson Wentz staying healthy for an entire season are less than my chances of getting confused for the world's tallest Tom Brady fan. For a while, Eason was dueling it out with former XFL great PJ Walker, who I wanted to give a hat tip to as well, if I wore a fucking hat. Between Minshew, Eason, and Walker, there might be more quarterback depth in the NFL than we realized. So, that's positive. Jordan Love had the luxury of playing the Texans, which is the only team in the league that nobody could tell if they were starting their reserves or their starters. He was also injured later in the game, but before that happened, the second-year QB threw a dime on 3rd and 9 to Jace Sternberger. Probably his best throw of the day. If I'm a Packers fan, I feel like I've seen enough. Time to embrace the future and put Aaron Rodgers back on the trading block now. Do it, you coward-ass Packers. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, at Brandon Perna. And if you want to watch more vids, click the one on the screen. What else are you gonna do? Homework? Spend time with your family? Fix that thing in the house that's fucked up? Yeah.